EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Jet, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike 29. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Push left.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action now. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They go play action. Bridgewater. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game. As it's first and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup. They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right here. Watch twist. Watch twist. Good. Got it. He's coming. Easy. Check. Check 31. Check. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Go. Watch the safety creep. He's crashing. He's checking creep. Let's go. Check 13. Wide. Get wide. Shoot. Check 26.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, Jet. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
29 is the mic. 0. Far left.
Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And his throw here is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And the punt team is out there. It's not 4th down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Bridgewater's throw here on target to Hurst. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 6 yards left on 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. That's complete to Slayton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On second down now, Jet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, it's Atkins. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll keep it on the ground. Atkins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll try again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Dallas.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Dallas, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Check, cross, cross, cross. Check out, read. I'll go special. I'll go special.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tack McKinley able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Go, go, go. Go, go, go now. Hey, hey.
Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On the run, it's Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is Barkley. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try to force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This would put them in the NFC title game. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick 6 or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In a regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now the first throw in overtime for Bridgewater. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that, and just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Bridgewater now. And that is incomplete. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
Got a man, Slayton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and shutting him off, now open field. 74 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Barkley. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And Godot's kick is right through. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point as well.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
You've been watching the NFL